Identify what drains your energy. Aloha, my wonderful soul, and welcome to another walk and talk here with me today, walking through one of my favorite forests. So, what I want to talk to you about today is why it is important to identify our energy drains, right? Because for starters, we get drained energetically with different kinds of things. All of us with different kinds of happenings, social interaction, special kind of people, special kind of situations. All right. But the thing is that we can't start to make any changes. We can't start to heal anything if we don't know in what situations that happens. Right? I do not know if I need to protect myself energetically for a certain situation if I am not conscious of it. So what I want to ask of you this week with this walk and talk is to actually turn the flashlight towards you so that you can look at yourself, so that you can make yourself aware of what kind of situations, what kind of people, what kind of places may be draining your energy. All right? We will move into, how to work with those things later on. But for now, in this beginning, it's so important that you make yourself aware of, what situations are draining for you. Again, we have a lot of similarities as empaths, but in your life, you need to identify them for yourself. You won't be able to do anything, to transform anything, to change anything if you don't know that. All right, so that's the start. So how do you recognize if something is draining your energy? I feel, in my case, I've noticed, and again, this is because I started to put my awareness on myself. The biggest one, how to recognize if a situation or people or a place are draining our energies, is because you just get tired after you've been there. Physically, emotionally tired. Those two things. You can be emotionally tired. You can be physically tired. If a place does that to you, if a person does that to you, if certain situations do that to you, you can go ahead and see that as a moment, a situation, a place, a person that drains your energies. All right? So it's important for you to make yourself aware of when does that happen. So that's one way of seeing it. Another way that I find sometimes a little bit hard to see is being overwhelmed. All right? That's not necessarily always being tired, but it's being overwhelmed, being, like snapping really fast at something is because we're overwhelmed, because something is overwhelming us. When someone tells us, oh, you need to do this and that, and you immediately feel like, oh my God, I can't do that, right? That's another sign of, that something is draining you energetically. Again, one of the things that you're going to see in the future, in the next couple of weeks and months, that we're going to go through these steps that we're starting here with you. I want to get you into, becoming more self-conscious, but also self-responsible with all the energy surrounding you, all right? And that's one of the steps that we're going to take further on. But to be able to do that, again, here we go. To be able to do that, to be able to step into that self, not just self-confidence, but also self-responsibility, it's important for you to make yourself aware of what's happening with you. All right, so for this week, this is one of the things that I want you to take with you. This week, it's important for you to look out for everything and anything that feels like it's draining your energy. All right? If you'd like to, I'd really love to know which of those things are draining your energy. So please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Let me know if you find out what's yours. And if you need help, I am going to do a practice for this, but I'm not sure in what direction it still wants to go. So I'm leaving it open this week. So for those of you who are not inside of my Facebook group, come and join us. You'll have a practice with this. Again, I'm not sure in what direction it wants to go, so I can't really say, but it's going to be a practice that has to do with, you know, making yourself aware with the energy drains. All right? So with that, come and join us. If you don't have the link to my Facebook group, you'll find it in the video below and in the description below. And if you're already in there, give me a little bit of time and I'll put in the practice here as soon as the spirits tell me in which direction that wants to go. All right, with that said, my beautiful ones, have a wonderful weekend. And yes, stay tuned and make yourself aware of what's happening in your energy field. Bye.